Hello everyone, I'm George Crump, lead analyst with Storage Switzerland. Today we're going to continue our testing of the GridStore scale-out storage system. Today we're going to really get into what I consider to be the acid test, trying to understand how the system will handle a failure. So we're going to be writing data to the system, and then after that is done, we will disconnect one of the nodes and see if the writing continues. So with that, let's flip over to our system here, and we will take you on a quick tour of what's going on. So this is the management console that we've showed in the other videos. You can see right now I've got one of the volumes highlighted, GridStore 2. You can see here that I have 6 nodes available to it. So basically all the nodes that we have in the lab are participating in this volume. You can see that everything's running. You can see that I recently did a shutdown of them. But and you can also notice that we're running RAID level 2. So in essence, we could survive 2 node failures prior to losing the volume. So with that, we'll go ahead and do our test. What we have set up here, as you can see, I have a directory on that volume. It's just called temp2. And what we're going to start doing is writing files into that directory. So you can see the files starting to write in, and they're various sizes, very small to some of them will get rather large. And the idea is not really to focus so much on the performance, but just to show that we're writing data to this volume, it's receiving it, everything's going. And really what we want to do is we just want to see these numbers keep moving, and basically see this graph keep moving along as we go in and fail a volume. So let's look at that so we can keep seeing this going. And what we'll do here is we'll just pick one of the nodes and stop it. So we'll come in here, we'll click on stop. And you can see here that the node has now stopped, but we are still writing data to the volume with no problem at all. So we'll go ahead and let that run for a little bit. We're still on this one file here. There's been no appreciable difference in writing speed either, by the way, so performance has stayed roughly the same. Again, our network is not really tuned for performance, so take the actual speed with a grain of salt. But really what we're focused on here is there a level of consistency, and certainly we're seeing that. So we've completed writing that file, and other files going out right now. We'll go ahead and refresh this screen here, and you can see that we're trucking right along, no problems at all. So then what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and restart the volume. And then so what'll happen, you'll see here that it has come up with recovery and process. What that is obviously this node is now basically out of sync of the other nodes, so it's going to resynchronize itself with the other nodes and make sure everything is working fine. So it'll take a few minutes for that to happen, but in general, everything passed. We were able to continue to see write performance going to the volume with no problem at all, and we were able to bring the node back online with no problem at all. So again, from our standpoint, absolutely passed the test. In our next video, which we'll update here in a little bit, we'll do it even worse. We'll go in and physically unplug one of the boxes so that there can be no doubt that it can survive a sudden and dramatic failure. And on this volume, since we have a 2-node protection, we'll finish with actually failing both nodes and showing those working as well. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'm George Crump, lead analyst with Storage Switzerland. Looking forward to continuing our work with the GridStore NAS, and please continue to tune in.